Uh, hey everybody, Jake Grimace here on another walk and talk with Karma Angelo on an actually a very lovely fall afternoon, a couple days before the majority of us will be giving thanks at the family table. And the times, they are a changin'. So I see this story and I tweeted it out if you want to go check it out and you're interested in it, where Karma, hey, they had VR headsets on cows. Not the Onion, not the Babylon Bee, none of that stuff. A real thing. And basically, they're fitting these cows with VR headsets. Why? Well, so they have a better life. So they feel better. So they produce more milk. Even though, they're not walking around and grazing and actually doing the things that cows are supposed to do that would make them produce more milk. No, we'll put a VR headset on them. That's right. This is the real deal. And why am I bringing that up? Well, if you saw my earlier video on Elon Musk and transhumanism and Neuralink and this push towards the future, the majority of the elite look at you and I, whether you're making $50,000, $100,000, maybe even $1 million a year, as nothing more than cattle, as nothing more than useless eaters. And if you don't think that that type of technology is going to be used to control us, well, I got news for you. You're being very naive. So what brings me to the Kubrick, the von Braun, and the promises of the future? Well, recently I was watching a documentary that Warner Brothers put out with 2001: A Space Odyssey, okay? And it has Arthur C. Clarke in it, and Kubrick's there. And if you didn't know, NASA was heavily involved in 2001: A Space Odyssey, which actually was put out there before the moon landing, and very much was there to prepare the public, to indoctrinate the public. And they use a lot of that same terminology into the space program, right? Right or wrong, come on, let's go, Carm. That's what this was. That's what 2001: A Space Odyssey was, and Kubrick was obviously working with them to do so. Now, when you watch this stuff and you see all these promises that were made back in the 60s, and you realize that really none of them have come to fruition, but we've had the militarization of space, whether you realize it or not. That's real, okay? Militarization of space, the Star Wars program, things like SS, satellites, weapons, those are all realities. What's not realities? Space travel to the moon on a regular and commercial basis with legions of bases on them, manned. And all this stuff, again, was really put out there that that's what the next mission for humanity was going to be, and we were easily going to achieve it. And by this time, really, by 2001, they said it was going to happen. And here we are, even 18 years past that. Now, von Braun himself, for those that don't know, was brought in via paperclip, right? And before NASA, it was just the Air Force and the military that were doing aeronautics and attempted space travel, if you will. And when you watch who else was pushing this stuff, well, it was Disney, right? And Disney was pushing von Braun big. And I watched another special from Disney. I think it was in 1955. I think it's To the Moon or something like that. And even then, von Braun was showing very, very different models on how we would get to the moon with rocket technology. And one of the startling things is he didn't think we could just go from the Earth to the moon. Okay, first of all, he had this centrifuge rocket with surrounded in a circle of other rockets to try to bring this thing not to the moon, but to the outside orbit of a space station that was built so it could be refueled. And, he talks about how these things would have to be tested without humans prior, none of this happened. At least not with rocket technology, not that we know of. And so my point is that while they've been promising us the world, right? The stars, the universe, the galaxies, to travel beyond the truth, right? What are they really doing? No, they're advancing technology to enslave humanity, not empower it. And when I say enslave humanity, I very much mean technologies like Neuralink. We've had RFID chips that get implanted in animals on the regular basis, right? That are now being used in places like Sweden on a regular basis, where they are moving much, much, much closer to a first world cashless society control grid, probably than anyone else, okay? These are all real things happening right now. So, they've taken that to a certain limit, but hey, they've got you on Apple Pay or Samsung Pay or Google Pay, and you're scanning your phone, and the device, well, it already has a GPS in it. It already has a microphone, high definition cameras. People are putting in things like Portal. They've already had the Echo and Google Home in there forever. So that's already collecting your data. How can we take it a step further? How can we not only make you consume more and control your thoughts by predictive behavior based on what you do every day, but if we still don't like those things, how can we suggest you do something otherwise? And it's real simple. We put a brain chip in you. Elon Musk will tell you, oh, it's going to cure autism and schizophrenia. Really? Is it? Wow, that's scary. So we're going to put a brain chip, a Bluetooth device that can interface with computers and be updated wirelessly through 4 small threads into your brain. Huh? Doesn't seem like a great idea to me, guys. Maybe I'm the kooky one. And it seems like the more and more they promise us the world, like Space Force, and I'm seeing another advertisement, man's going back to the moon, the United States in 2024. It's going to be a manned mission. They're going to put the first woman on the moon too. All this stuff, and I'm just not buying it. I'm just not buying it. Should I be buying it? No. But what do I see? I see a guy on Rick and Morty and a guy on Joe Rogan smoking weed that's, able to do all these wild things, and people think he's the coolest. And by the way, 38 watching, 11 thumbs up. Can we get some more thumbs up, folks? And I see him being pushed as a cult-like figure, and I think it's super frickin' dangerous. Super frickin' dangerous, especially dumping a plethora of money into programs like his, SpaceX. I reported that today. He's having contractual issues with NASA. Anytime one of these guys gets involved in privatized space, you better rethink it. You better rethink what's going on. Because again, how long are they? People should go watch that documentary on 2001: A Space Odyssey and the moon, and when they're building the LEM and all this other stuff, and watch what Werner von Braun has to say, and watch how they indoctrinated the public and lied to us and said that we were going to have all these different things that we don't. And yet technology marches forward, and unfortunately it seems to be more in the vein of controlling all of us, enslaving us, and not empowering us. Hey, tech's a double-edged sword, right? We got all these networks, these satellites in the air, these cell towers, right? I'm able to come at you, I think right now in 720p live, walking my little lady baby, my girl Karma, on our daily walk and talk. That's great. That's awesome. It's empowering. I'm able to share all this information with you through that. But how many people are using it like that? How many people are taking 100 different selfies a day? Okay? Think about it. How many people are wasting their time on Snapchat? How many people are pretending to be someone else on their device? Right? How many people are just giving away just an unimaginable amount of personalized data and rotting with these things? I mean, again, you could say the same thing for even computers, right? When they first came out, all these people, I guess now they've grown into what people call the incel community, right? But all these people on message boards and chats, hey, there are a lot of people that built businesses out of that and made a ton of money. So it's really all how you use it, period. Oh, all right, guys. I think that's gonna do it for me and Karma. Karma sees another dog. There she is. She's seeing dogs. Water's running. That means it's pretty warm out here. And I think we're gonna hit the road. Thumbs this video up on your way out. Share my content with others. We may be back today with another video. We may not. Again, I got a friend coming up, so we'll see what happens. I love you guys, and I will see you on the flip side.